Okay, well I'm kind of ready to go if you like. Well, what's that coming out? Yeah, model pick up, back up, yeah. Oh, you need audio, don't you? Well, you've got audio. Oh, blimey, I'm not really. Oh well, okay. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's not. What's that going on? 777-300. Oh, okay. Yeah. 300. Hey, folks. How you doing? We're back. We kind of made it work with pattern crests, but we also need to do. There's more things that we need to do. So this link up with Chris might not happen for a little bit. Let me just put that on. It's all about linking his technology to our technology so that we can ingest it and throw it out to all you guys. So, as you can see, how are you doing anyway? You alright? Everything alright? Oh. He's not coming in, is he? Oh, hold on, is that Chris coming back? Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's given the go. He's given the go ahead, mate. We've got the go ahead. Oh, really? Well, only fuzzily though. Only in a fuzzy sort of way, surely. Yeah, but man, it's just a white screen. Oh, okay. Oh, is it not? Okay, so I've let Chris know anyway. So how far have we got, ladies and gentlemen? Leave that there. Let's go online and say hello to a few people, because I didn't do that before. Let's see if the chat's working any better. Okay, live chat. Terry G. You are Captain Material, TCC says GP. Captain Material, Jordan Weirmont. Yeah, if we were, yeah, no, that's really cool. That's really good. So we've got this wing has come out absolutely perfect, folks. It's come out very nice indeed. This is the one where we had a few problems with that aileron, if you remember. So leading edge is all nice, underside is all done. We have a clean edge on the front there all the way around it. No cracking or anything like that. On this one, she's going to need another coat because we've got a little bit up here which is going to be this silver, so we need to definitely give that another coat on of this one. But again, nice clean leading edge, trailing edge, everything's good there. I only partially did this one because that center section is going to be a different color, whereas all the leading edge segments are going to be in this silver finish. Tell you what I might do actually while we're doing that. Let me know. Then I'll come to this in a second. Just hold on a minute. Let me just. Oh, didn't you? Okay. So tomorrow, folks, I think we'll be doing. Actually, if we set it all up, we might be doing something with Chris. So we'll have to see how that all pans out, folks. Just give this a nice little dab. Well, clean up of the very quick drying thinners that you get with Tamiya, which we've discussed on a previous show. So I'll let that go off because you don't want to, just want to let that go off completely. Hold on. In fact, to tell you what I will do, I'll give it a little bit. Always good if you've got a nice hairdryer. Give it a little bit of that. Oh, I can show you now actually what I'm talking about with these wheels and tyres. Okay, so I'm just going to let that dry for a little bit. What's up? Oh, okay. Okay, right. So what we did earlier on was, as you remember, we did this front wheel assembly. And to get a little bit of realism about it, I do the tread area in a flat black, and then the actual outer casing of the tyre in a semi-gloss black, which is so this one here is one I've done earlier. This is in its matte finish. Now what I did earlier on was I took a little bit of the satin paint. I'll do this outside. Alright Julie, a lot of clanking and stuff going on there. Yeah man, yeah. Oh, okay. So because I don't have any satin black Tamiya paint, I've used a little bit of the spray, the car spray paint that I've got, which will, it's quite thin, so you want that to be, and what we're aiming to do here is just paint the outer carcass of the tyre. I think I might have overlapped that a little bit there. Now the inside has not got, you have to sort of fake it a little bit because the inside has not got the hub, wheel hub, or the wheel itself hubs inside. So what we need to do with that is clean our brushes properly. Pour a little bit of that in now. Huh? Okay. I think this might be water-based, believe it or not. I can't believe it if it is. I'd be very surprised if it is. Okay, that's interesting. It should be... Okay, I think I know what it needs to be. Which is another thing we don't really want to get into, is white spirit. That's another thing you've got to be very careful with, folks. Don't let the kids anywhere near it, and so on and so forth. So we'll need to, Julie, we'll need to test that then. Okay. Let's just see if that is cleaning. Let's say it that clearly on the right, what's this? If you want to, yeah. Do you want to try that and see if that's better? Okay, who suggested that? That might be that's a Wayne Guns. Fair play for mentioning that it might be better if we switch the so you can see a little bit better. Okay, Wayne Guns. Trevor Russell's just joined first class. Trevor, welcome, good afternoon to a very relaxed afternoon here. We've only just started because we've been in touch with Chris this afternoon just to have a chat with him about doing some stuff with him, and we're just in the throes of setting that up. We might be able to bring you something tomorrow on that one, folks. I've got my hat on because I keep popping outside there, but I think I can take it off now, can't I? There we go. So what I'm going to do here, with so we've switched it now, yeah. Okay, so there are a number of these oh, that mic is starting to go red. Let me switch that mic out. Hold on a second. If it goes off, we'll just have to switch to. Yeah. I'll just pull the plug. On it. That one's still strong, so that's good. So what we're doing here, ladies and gents, is if you remember when I did the front part of the hull here, when I pulled this back, the tape off of here, we had quite a bit of the join showing, which means you can see where the two halves are joined together. So the key is to try and get that as flush as you can, so you don't see any join. Now, the problem when you're dealing with filler is you want to keep it as thin as possible, because otherwise you'll have to go through layers and layers of it, which I've kind of accidentally done here. So this is going to be a bit of a procedure doing this. Let me just show you this quickly, a little tip that I was talking about earlier on. We've got this, always give your paint a good shake up. I guess you can probably get a little vibrator, something like they do with when they're mixing up plaster for the walls. They get little vibrators, go and mix it around. So what we're looking to do is on here, we're going to get it so that it drips like that. But we don't want it to drip. We want to finish that drip off of there because that's a little bit thick. So there's a bit of, okay, there we go. So that's nice and clean at the moment. So this is what we've got right now, which has got a little bit of the orange showing through. You can still quite see that there's a little bit of overrun on the tyre. There's a good chance that when we do this, there may be a little bit of overrun of the metallic paint going onto the rubber. So we might have to switch it around and do it again. But let's just see what happens when we do this. Because a paintbrush, there you go. Because a paintbrush can be a little bit, unless you've got a very, very fine paintbrush, you know, one with literally a few bits on it. What is it on the end of a brush? It's the what is it? On the end of the brush, bristles. Got there before everyone. Well, they probably already told me. But right, so let's have a little look at that, because that will dry quite quickly. A satin finish dries quite nicely. Now you can definitely see the difference. You can see it's not gloss shiny, but it's a satin finish, and I will probably weather them up as well, give them a little bit of weathering so that they're, which is what we use here. But in terms of overrun, I've got a very tiny little overrun there, which I can, that's got silver on it. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay, that's nice. Is it any good? Let's have a look. No, that looks all right. Okay, let's just try and get, because we just need a little tiny bit of black on here. Okay, there we go. Now this should be able to get rid of that little overrun there. There we go. Perfect. So that's nicely done. So that's just one of 18 wheels. We've done 2. We've got all the rest of them to do, which is this lot here. We've got the... we're going to try and see if we can make this exhaust tip. We're going to see if we can fashion that so that it's anything like it. I don't think we will, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it might look a bit, I don't know, we'll have to see. But that might involve cutting and then smoothing down. It's just a shame we haven't got a something we can turn that in, to be honest with you. Let's just stand by, folks. I'm gonna about what? Oh, Anthony. Yeah. No, I'll have another roll of that, please, mate. Yeah, I'll have another roll of that. Yeah, I'll tell you what we could do with is a satin white. I've ordered a couple of paints off of so this is something you have to do very, very carefully, folks. So what we're trying to do here is we're just basically trying to cover over the join mark, so that when you look at it from a distance, this is starting to gunk up now. You can see these things gunk up quite quickly, and they're very difficult to. Looks like a DC-10, doesn't it? Let's just see if I can't get a fine. I was using this to do my beard earlier on. Prolong the life of that. So I've just got a dry nail brush, bone dry nail brush. You can buy like 10 of these for £2 or something like that on Amazon. So I've just given that a nice brush there. So theoretically this should, let's see how we're going on this. So always check your work to see how happy you are with it in terms of what it's looking like. That's all looking very nice indeed. Got a bit of a line in there, but I think there's something that you're going to struggle to completely get rid of, eliminate, when you're at this stage. Looks like a bit of a blemish there. What's that all about? Let's go a little bit harder on that. Got to be very careful when you're. Interesting. Okay. Looks like we got a little tiny just that little bit there, which is so this is where I laid it on a little bit thick earlier on, so we've got a definite, you can feel that, so I can go a little bit more abrasive with the paper there, but not too hard. Just do it in circles, and you know, take your time. Never press hard on something like this, because you know you're dealing with a piece of plastic that, you know, once you've done it, you can't go back if you cock it up. So get yourself up to that point where you feel happy to move to the next. There you go. You see, now we're getting somewhere here. So we go back to this one. We've lost a little bit on that front end there. I'm going to have to do that by hand. I think I'm going to have to manually paint that bit on when we get to finally doing the tail. So you can see where the join is, but that's filled now. So theoretically, am I trying to replace the word basically with theoretically now? In theory, yeah, in theory it should work. But basically it's just the like word that you throw in there, isn't it? Okay, so we've used that one. Now I'm going down to an even finer one now, which is it's so fine it hardly feels like it's actually doing anything, but it definitely, it's like wet and dry almost. This one that I'm using here, that's coming out very nicely indeed. Looks terrible when you're doing it like this because it looks like a proper mess, but once you've spent a bit of time on it, got rid of those edges. A little bit worried about this bit up the front here, just because that's right where the join is. We really need to get rid of that piece of okay. Doesn't matter about the bit that's on the tape, obviously. You see that? So that's a nice, that feels like a nice clean join there. So what I'll do now is grab a piece of use kitchen roll and all that, folks, but best thing is down at Halford you get the blue, it's in the car section, and it's for like mechanics, and you know, it's just a very strong, resilient, multiple uses. It's in not multiple uses, but it's if you use kitchen roll, you're going to use it once, innit? Because it just soaks up something like this. In a massive way, it just becomes a nasty, horrible, unusable thing eventually. Let me just brush what I've got off here rather than. Okay, so now we give her a wipe down. Now the thing to do is, because we've been working on this, if we're ready in any way to put paint on this, then we need to make sure that we still got quite a bit of debris on it. So give it a couple of once overs with the thinners. Don't use water, probably not a good idea. Water. Don't use water. Yeah, so what we're doing here is we're trying to make the maximum adhesion to all the surfaces, and who knows, it'll either go to plan or go to something else. Okay, so I have got that at the front end there. We're going to get overspray on that, I know we are, because that's not completely. Okay. Don't like that. There we go. See, the last thing you want to do is when you're masking tape, when you're using masking tape, there's a little bit of overrun of white there that I've used, because otherwise if you do it over onto the orange, that means you're going to get a little strip of orange there, which you don't really want to have to redo, you know. So that's what I've done when I've masked it up here, and I've also gone a little bit short at the front as well, where the masking tape's on there. So here we go. Shall we have a go at this? Let's put the other camera outside. Last little bit of painting before we. Mind you, I could put the light up. Sorry about that. My ugly mug in there. Okay. So you've got the. So we'll take the pip off now, Julie. Take the pip off now, and just go to main camera on there. Yeah. Are you with me? Camera 1 main, yeah. Camera 1 main, yeah. Okay, so here we go. I do hope this works. So again, we're going to use the WRX silver, which is a, cool, that light's a bit bright, isn't it? Flipping it. Let's get the mask. I've got a single mask in the house, they're all in the van. Hold on a second. just go out and grab one. Oh, hello. You want to come say hello, Archie? Huh? Shiny. Really. Right, here we go. Let's have a go at this then. Okay, so what we're trying to achieve here, as you can see, there's that line there. Just a little bit concerned about that being so loose. Let me just try and put a tiny little bit of a hook on it, so that I can pull that in so it doesn't. Oh yeah, you know what, we were actually going to go for the other one, weren't we? For the other stick. Do it. MD-11 with another engine on top of it. Right, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the other darker spray, which is what we used on the engine, if you remember. Always give your paints good shake up, folks. Always good to mix your paints, because gets a little bit of heat in there as well, and always means you've got a good quality stream of paint. Right. Okay, so what we always do, as we've talked about before, is do an underside check first, just to see whether we're going to get it good on there. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit down the back here. Okay, ready? Straight away, I'm not liking that. Well, hold on, give it a little bit of time. No, it's running there. Wow, wow. Yeah, that's too watery, that paint. This other one is far better, and I think something over the top of me. Okay, I'm just going to see whether that so I'm just going to leave that there for a little bit to go off, because I'm not happy with that, the way that's turned out. Right, okay, GP, we're going to turn the camera around. That is definitely not ready for you what? Okay. Okay, so you're switching cameras now. You're going for the main camera now, yeah? Yeah, but the pip, you're putting the pip back on, but the pip is now the main picture. As main picture, yeah, yeah, and me in the pip, yeah. So I've got a little bit of a trouble with this wing here. Unfortunately, because it's the upper edge of the wing. You see that one's a little bit better. Little bit of damage on the aileron from work that we had to do, because there was a blemish on that one as well. I've managed to sort of like take this back as as far as I possibly can, just to make sure that when you overspray it, it's flush. It needs to be flush. You don't want to be feeling any yeah, because I had one of those down there yesterday, if you remember, and we've kind of got rid of that, kind of. There is another layer going over this one, don't forget, which is going to be that darker one. I'm definitely not going to use that other one, the Halford stuff. It didn't like it at all. It was all right on the engine, but it didn't like it on here. They don't like it up, sir. So undercarriage done. That's done. We might be able to see if we can get onto Chris at some point, Julie. What are we running? Okay, it's only 25 to 5, isn't it? So, or 20 to 5. So we could, oh yeah, and? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you see. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That's gone to a cooking show, isn't it? Peeling onions. We're just gonna struggle to get this. Oh, I'll tell you what though, I'll tell you what. Yeah. Little rabbit dinner of carrots. Okay. You've got to work at stuff like this very, because it's one of those ones where you get it wrong, you can't add it back on again, can you? Only problem I've got here is that this core is no, this core is very I mean, that would have to be. Careful when you're working with knives, ladies and gents. I don't need to tell you that. I mean, the thing is that, bear in mind that the pointing at you. Bear in mind that the exhaust tip is inside the engine by quite some way. So if, for example, okay, if for example, oh, hello. Oh. Watch yourself with knives, folks. Don't let your kids mess around with knives and stuff like that. That's why you can buy all these clippers. These little clippers are really good, stuff like that, you know, very handy. All modelling stuff, but if you are going to use blades, just be very careful when you handle them. So I know this is a bit crude, okay, but that's a bit too long, said the actress to the bishop. In fact, I think it is quite a bit too long, so we're going to nip a bit of this off, and I bet it goes straight in my coffee. Hold on. So I reckon we're around about 5mm too long there. So that and that. Look at that. Look at that for height, folks. And that. So that is getting there where we could almost get away with it. In fact, I think that's pretty much damn near it, isn't it? I don't know. Have we just created that in about 5 minutes flat? That's crazy, that is. There you go. Well, we have there the that's a good piece that we'll need to keep over there because we don't want that going anywhere. We've also got the HF aerial, which we created, doing the same sort of stretching techniques. Other aerials, look, see I've created that aerial there, just from stretching burning plastic. Well, I say stretching burning plastic. Just be very, very careful when you're doing this kind of stuff, folks. Make sure you're doing it with adults around if you're youngsters. So we could have a, oh, that wasn't a very nice. No, that was all right. No, just felt a little bit of a give in that. So upper side of this wing, shall we give it one more go with the, just wait a minute, let me just see if I can do it. God's sake, Charlie, make your bleeding mind up. In and out. What am I doing? Mask, there we go. Okay. Right, just going to do this over here, ladies and gents. That one's still dry. Oh, yeah. Well, the last time I made a model like this was when I was a kid, but I can assure you, I didn't take the time and patience. I'm not joking, you folks, but I can't count the amount of Spitfires in half, the little tiny models that you get that I threw against the wall because the bleeding body just wouldn't clip together properly. Impatience, I think that was then, but not now. Not now. Looks like we've managed to get that wing finished nicely now. Look how quickly that came up. So we're good. We've got 2 wings now. That's quite handy, really. So we've got 2 decent wings that we can work with, upside and downside. We've got the tail section, the horizontal stabilizers. We've got the engines. Now the engines, let's just break one of these. Break it down. Right, let's put these aside for a moment. Okay. Right, yeah. Nice. Looking good. Yeah, looking pretty decent, isn't it, eh? So we got that. We've done that. Now the engine, let's just have a little look at the engine, shall we? Always keep your work area as clean as you can, folks. This is your undercarriage segments that we made yesterday, which, like I said, I just sprayed them in the sort of like off-white to look like the casting that you see on the undercarriage legs and so on and so forth. Now I've looked at some physical pictures of these, not just obviously that drawing, and these JT9D engine cowlings and everything, the whole pylon, the whole section was was shiny chrome, basically. We've seen a few examples of leading edge nacelles, right, the very leading edge of some engines that are polished chrome, but these panels, as we saw on those ones earlier on, are pretty battered, but they on the Braniff 747s, they were newer engines, so the panelling should be a lot cleaner, if not just dirty, to be perfectly honest with you. So we have here a JT9D turbofan spinner and main fan blade. So I think what we'll do with this one is, because the main fan blade is normally, see, they're silver on there. I don't think they're silver back then. I think the, or were they? Maybe they were. Did they have like aluminium spinners, but they would have painted them black. Surely they would have finished them in black. Interestingly, the one of the latest Rolls-Royce spinner on the Trent is rubber, believe it or not, which is quite interesting. And the reason for that is so that it vibrates whilst it's spinning, so it stops any ice from forming on it. Nice little bit of a factoid there. So what have we got here? We've got the metallic there, and I thought that was... Oh, there it is. Okay. So, best thing to do is figure out what you're going to do first. Are you going to paint the blades first? Now they're titanium, but this silver is a little bit... Let's just have a look, see what it's like. See what it comes up like. Go a little bit deeper on that, possibly. I don't know. Is that in focus, Gilly? Is that in focus? Just double check. Okay. So what we're going to do here... My lighting's pretty bad, I have to be honest with you. Now, of course, I'm not going to leave these. I'm not going to... Do what? Oh, okay, okay. So there'll be a lot of... and what you want to do is... The great thing is that these are lifted. The injection mould has lifted the fan blades. So even though it's that finish, when I've got the weathering stick on it and weathered the tops of those fan blades, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about and on how cool it looks to weather stuff like that. I'll probably just give just to make sure that there's no because this is going to go using super glue. These whole sections are going to go together using super glue. So that's nicely done. Now this is the enamel stuff. So still got a little bit of orange showing through that. It didn't go on very thick, to be honest with you. Quite surprising. Okay, brush is back to normal. Right, okay, so now that's come up real nice, that wheel and tyre assembly. There's another one over here which needs the it's got a flat spot on it. It's not good, is it? I wonder if I've got enough of this semi-gloss left in here to do the or has that gone off? I've got enough to do the outside of the... Got a bit of a sheen on it. Air Force One, they put that back to black stuff on there, don't they, on Air Force One's tyres, like it's been down the car wash. You don't see dodgy tyres or flat spots on Air Force One, that's for sure. Okay, now I think this is thinners, so we'll go with thinners on that. Let's see if I get any give on that. Whether it, yeah, it's not really. It's a funny one, that. You would have thought that that would be... Yeah, it's coming off nicely. Right, okay. Okay, so now... Oh, okay. Yeah, that hasn't done a very good job there. I think what I'm going to do is bring another brush into play, which I'm going to use Let's just get water on that, see if we can get rid of that, because that's better. Yeah, water-based then. Wow. Okay, so fine brush is always the best, by the way, ladies and gents. If you're going to use a brush for modelling, you know, you want something as fine as possible, because you don't want to be making, you know, like mistakes, and just take your time over stuff. So now this is the spinner that we're going to paint up now. A bit of overrun around there. Run around now. Right, kids. There we go. That's pretty cool. I think that'll work. Got a little tiny bleed onto the blades, but once that's all weathered, you're not going to be looking directly into the engine anyway. You're going to be looking at them from a distance. So that's just giving you the example of like one engine that we're putting together now. I think what I'm going to do is, for the good thing is that this is in one piece. I think I'm going to paint this in a different finish than I'm going to do these in different sections, because on the number 2 and number 3 engines on the aircraft that we're going to recreate here, she had white cowls on her. Shall we bring a picture of that one up from Gatwick, from the guys at Braniff on Facebook, isn't it, Gilly? Are you able to find that or not? Because I'd have to go into Facebook and all that, wouldn't I? So let me bring that down there. Yes, 747. Just see what the Braniff pages, is that what it's called, or is it Braniff Flying Colours? Okay, I've got it here. Okay, wow, they got some great posts on here, folks. Yeah, they do post a lot. There's another one there. Look, wow, Braniff history today. On this day, Saturday, January 30, 71, a lucky group of winners in Mexico City and South America of Braniff International's highly popular Ama a tu Prójimo, or Love Thy Neighbour sweepstakes took to the skies in style aboard the airline's spectacular new Boeing 747-127 registered N601BN. Isn't that the one we're doing? Hold on. Oh my goodness me. Folks, you've just witnessed a very moan it. You definitely have. This is N601BN, and I've just scrolled down on their pages and just let me show you what I found here. This is pretty crazy, I have to say. Yeah, okay, sorry, right. But that's the page that we're on, folks. It's Braniff Flying Colours on Facebook. That's their Facebook page. And on this day, look at this, 727 N601 Bravo November. And they are followers of Big Jet TV as well. And there she is. Now, oh, is that horrible? Is that horrible? Is that horrible? Jilly, what's that like, that picture? Is it all horrible and wavy? And okay. But what is interesting, if you notice, the outer cowlings, ladies and gents, have got all of the engines have got the white cowls. I think that they took them off. Oh, look at that DC-8. Oh, wow, look at that DC-8 62 with those beautiful old engines, man. Wow, look at that great picture. Are they seeing these? Scrolling through all of that. Yeah. So it's about in the middle, isn't it? Wow. Really? Here's another one. This is wow. So that's January 25th, 79. Wow. Yeah, there's some great 727s. Must have cost them a fortune to paint these things. Look at that. It's SP 747 SP. That's a special performance 747, folks. Lots of people watching right now probably are like, oh, someone photoshopped that. Oh, look at that. No, I'm just saying people might think that they photoshopped. Wow, look at. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at those DC-8s, man. Wow, I never knew they had them painted up like that, man. What happens if I... Oh, look at that. Well, they can. I think they can see most of that, can't they? Oh, no, they can't. Oh, sorry, folks. Sorry. Yeah, there was a brand new 747 leaving Gatwick. Let me just see what this is like there. They're seeing all of that. Or taxiing in or taxiing out. I don't know. Some of these retro jets are absolutely beautiful. These DC-8s, man. Right about the time. Look at this, merged into brand new system on February 9th, February the 1st, 67. Wow, it's about the time when my old man was getting on the DC-8 as well. Look at that. Oh, wow. Some classic retro stuff in here. Beautiful DC-4. Look at that. 727. I'm trying to find maintenance. Look at the interior, man. That's just so retro. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't her, is it? This is her. Braniff history. On this day, Saturday, January 15th, Braniff International celebrated 1 year of exemplary service. Okay, so that's 601N again. 601B, sorry. 601N again. So still not seeing it. That's going to be difficult getting that little nose there. See, little nose. Look, that's going to be the hard bit. I'm telling you, ladies and gents, doing that, just getting his little nose. Look. No, that's going to be really difficult putting his little nose on him. But it's a challenge, to say the least. But what I'm trying to get at here, folks, is that they either started removing the click what? Yeah. Yes. See all. Okay. Oh wow! Look at this. Oh yeah. Loving that. Here we go. Yeah. I know exactly the shot I'm looking for. See, look at that one there. Look at that one there with just her silver. Now this is on this day 71. Accepted the Dallas-based luxury airlines first Boeing 747-100. Wow, and 71, the first one. So it was a later aircraft that had the white cowls and red cowls as well. Well, multicoloured cowls actually, like on the SP. Look at that. Oh man, you're seeing that, folks. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the Wardair Jumbo in the background. Hey, wait a minute, is that Gatwick? That's Gatwick. Look, a swing tail over there. Look at the tail of the Tradewinds CL44 swingtail, 707 probably from Africa, I'd imagine. Wardair 747 in the background, and another swingtail CL44 there with Tradewinds, which my brother-in-law worked for years and years ago. So that's at Gatwick. Look at that. In '77, it was announced that President Jimmy Carter had directed the CAA
to issue an order designating Braniff International to begin operating non-stop Boeing 747 between Dallas-Fort Worth Regional Airport, Texas and London Gatwick in Great Britain. The decision was a huge victory for the Dallas-based luxury carrier. Yeah, and this was was this around the same time as Laker Skytrain, when it all started getting really, really competitive? Let's just have a look here. Oh, it's not there, Jilly, mate. Where was that picture? Okay, you know what I'm just going to do? Do you know what I'm going to do here? I'm just going to have a quick look on my, because in my edits folder, I've got model build, lockdown shows, lockdown 3, 747 build. No, I definitely looked at it. Oh. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a shame. That's a shame. Because the exact picture that I wanted was where she had her number. She was just going through a transformation where you see these engine cowls here, folks. This is what I'm talking about. This was in 72. And that's our aircraft. That's this aircraft that we're building here, folks. She looks clean, doesn't she? Look how nice everything looks, and how. But even up close, they'll probably be a little bit, you know. But that's brand new aeroplane. So, anyway, flaps and slats extended, and there you've got that. Let's just have a little look and see. How does this turn out? Okay, I'll take that. It looks like we've had a bit of a tail strike. This is okay. We'll do that in a little bit. But that's the aircraft that we're looking at in terms of this build, and ironically enough, it is exactly. So that was one of the most popular aircraft that they had, and they had a few. I think they had a few. Not exactly sure exactly how many, but they did have a few. So where are we at? We've got a little bit of coffee left. Which is cold. Anyway. Right, so this is dried now. And I'm not overly happy with that little blemishy bit there. So I think I'm just going to go with. I'm not going to do this tonight because it's dark out. It's dark out there, and not only that, it's cold as well. So I think we'll just wait for it to warm up a little bit so that we can get that done. Other than that, so I think I'm going to paint the pylons and the engine cowls all separately. But what is interesting, looking at this side profile of this engine compared to the other one, to the real thing, it's kind of missing the leading edge engine nacelle, which is a separate component that literally fits to the front end of the fan casing, or in whichever way it does. I think it might integrated within the fan casing, whatever it is. It's a component called an engine nacelle. Now, these were polished chrome, and from there back was it's quite interesting, isn't it? So this really, it's this section here that needs to be white, and then we're going to have to put a little tiny chrome leading edge on it. That's the only way we're going to be able to do that. So that's going to need taping off and masking. This section here shouldn't be too difficult to do. We'll paint that in a. They are much the same. The aluminium that they use on this, the skin that they use on this, is very much the same style or finish as the engine cowls. But this trailing section here will make that a little bit
hotter, because that's the hot part of the engine in there. That's where the core is of the engine, because the fan itself is all the way back. Let me put that in there now, just to give you an idea. That fan is all the way back in the engine, so it had a very deep fan casing. Look at that, very deep fan casing. Is that right there? See that? So it's coming on. It's going the way we want it to go. That's dry enough now, so I can kind of show you what I'm talking about when I talk about weathering, folks. And if this goes wrong, we can always swap it out and repaint it. To be honest with you, it's a little bit on the I mean, what I prefer to do is just yeah, because it's a small unit in it. So let's put that back on there like that. Okay, so on the spinner itself, we'll put a little bit of soot, but on the fan blades, I want to see if I can. Yeah, not really. Oh, here we go. Now you'll be able to see the blades clearly, because they'll sort of like okay. Come on now. Okay, these two half. Okay, that's a bit better, isn't it? So that looks a little bit more like a real sort of like you see the three diamond. Is that in focus, Gilly? Is that in focus? Can they see that? Yeah. So you can kind of see the way that looks a lot more. It looks a lot more three-dimensional now, you know, and that's just a simple weathering kit like that Tamiya one that we've shown you. So that's fan blades and spinner done. I'm not going to put anything on it, you know. Sometimes they have the little. I don't know if they did back then. Did they have a little white? In fact, they did, didn't they? Have a little white. Just a little tiny white line on it, didn't they? Oh, that's going to be difficult to paint. See if we can do that. See how steady my hand is. Okay. Right. So we got white here. White. We'll put that back on there like that. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. These, by the way, the horizontal stabilizers have now been attached. That's okay. We used quite a lot of this, didn't we, on the when we did that other one? Okay, not a lot on here. Well, I don't want much anyway. But the great thing with this is that all we want to do is make a little tiny line. Yeah. That works, doesn't it? Little line on it. Oh, and I should have known earlier, folks, when that other what was it? Which a Kalita 747-200 was firing up with those Trents. Sorry, with the engines. I should have known that it was. Of course, it was a. They were JT9Ds with that whistling noise. Now the other thing is, what you can do is you can weight, if you want to, put a little bit of weight to it, if you want to, that is. Hey? There is the lip. This is the lip. This is the lip. It's going in the lip of the cowling. Okay. What's he talking about? In front of the lip? No way, no way, no. Well, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's the trench for then? It's just going to wobble about in there, isn't it? There's a trench there, for crying out loud. Look, there's a trench there. Look, look. That's where you put, look, see that trench there? See the trench? The indentation? That's where you rest the fan blade. It goes in there, doesn't it? It goes in there like that. Look, look. Of course it goes there like that. You know, well, otherwise why would that be there? So there we go. There we go. So that's nicely in there now. And what I would probably do is paint the inside of the cowl, because that's something that's very easy to do. Now you could either do that. See, this is where you can get down to using a metallic paint and see how it comes out. It might look lousy, but it might come out all right. One thing you don't want to do is be sloppy. You can always go back and give it another coat. Yeah, not brilliant, I have to say. See, that's why I do prefer spraying than I do painting with a brush. Don't get, you know, that nice even finish like you do when you spray. But bear in mind, this is going to be weathered quite heavily, so the finish inside these cowls is not massively important. Getting a little bit of it's like gunk off the bottom of the it has been properly oh, don't like that. Good thing is it's sort of like a hidden component, really, so it's not like it's massively important that it's an absolutely perfect finish, because when you get the weathering on it, it's all I'm going to do is when that's dry, I'll get some of the weathering stuff and just run it in on the inside of that to give it that sort of like impression of use. Because I'm not a big fan of doing stuff that's just like brand spanking new. Everything's like shiny and new. I kind of like to weather things. So perfect. There we go. Well, there's another set of wheels done. Only 14 to go. And I'll do that. And what I'll do is I'll do it off air and we'll speed it all up so that I'll do it all in one session so it speeds it all up. So yeah, we'll do the hull tomorrow. We might have some stuff coming with Captain Chris tomorrow. We have got a, what's that, Julie? Okay, so we have got a Coningsby coming up tomorrow, ladies and gents. We'll carry on making the model. What I am going to do is I think the PIP piece with me doing the model during the show was quite popular yesterday. Obviously, we don't want it getting in the way or anything like that. But I don't want to do anything on the model unless you're watching, if you know what I mean. So that we've got a constant log of it throughout the whole process, and then we can put it all together like that other video that we saw the other day, which I've still got to finish and put out online. But yeah, that's about it, folks. We're gonna sign off now. Been a bit of a short day, I know. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have all been well, and hope everything's going well with you at home. Thank you to everybody for their support as well. Got some stuff arriving tomorrow from ARD, which we'll show you, and go through some of the pages that that I've got up on the news as well. Got some quite a bit of a backlog of news stuff, which is really good stuff to watch. So we'll do all of that, and yeah, look after yourselves wherever you are in the world, and be safe as much as you can. Wear that mask, you know the deal. And thanks to everybody. Shall I just have a little look and see if we can do some shout outs before I go? Oh, okay, interesting. Here we go. Okay, he's not filming them. Hey Keith, Scott Tarpley, Keith Cornell, Sandy Humby. We are nearly done, Samby. Oh yeah, Bulldog. The video. We should we do the sim? Should we just show it and give? Should I just show it now so that we've got something more to look? Let me just find it. Okay, stand by, folks. So this is, I'm going to use camera 2. Going to use camera 2. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful jumbo jet. So what you're about to see, folks, is a piece that, if you remember, we're setting up this Rate My Sim regular, at least while the lockdown's on, and then after the lockdown we may do it sort of like, depends on its popularity really. You as a simmer, we would love you to send in clips of your simulations, whatever they might be. We're not talking about London to New York. We're talking about scenarios, landings, takeoffs, where you're inputting stuff, where you've got wind, where you've got weather. An engine out on approach or something like that, going into St Martin or whatever it might be. Get those like funky clips into us, and we'll post them and show them during our sim night if it works. It might completely fall flat on its face, this, like it did with Johnny when he tried it, but at the moment we've had a couple in, but we where are they, Judy? Hold on a minute. I've put where? Oh, that's it. Yeah. Just stand by. Let me. Okay. Got it here. Go to uploads. Okay, you've got that. Okay, why is it just showing that? Why is it just showing Eurofighter Typhoon exercises in my uploads? Under channel content? Oh, I need to close the... No, I've got it here. I've got it. Yeah. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is Digital Combat Simulator, Black Shark 2021, 29th of January by Mike Bulldog. And this looks like a group of players who are going out. There's a couple of Jaguars, you'll see, or are they Tornadoes? I think they're Jaguars that takes it. This is Nellis Air Force Base as well. He's going up for an air-to-air refueling exercise, folks. And this isn't Microsoft, is it, Jilly? This isn't the Microsoft one. But it's just absolutely epic, folks. And Bulldog, thank you so much for sending it in. We really appreciate it. And he's on the chat right now, so we're going to show it now, matey. Let me just quickly put my display and brightness to never, because this keeps going off, so that I can read people's comments. There we go. Okay. Right, we've got that there. Right, okay. Now, so this is pretty cool, folks. This is an F-16. I guess he's flying out of Nellis Air Force Base. Let's just pull that onto here. This is a really cool startup as well, man. Let me just take it right to the beginning. Look at all that. Oh, I got a pretty big glare, man. Got a pretty big glare, mate. Okay. Yeah. So there's other players, I'm guessing.
Chevy 1-1, request taxi to runway. Argo 1-1, passing waypoint 2 at 24,000.
Yeah.
Argo 1-1, on station Chevy 1-1, request taxi to runway 3 at 24,000.
Yeah.
711, clear to taxi to runway 3, pass down.
Go, Bulldog, son! Thought it was me what? Fine. Oh god. And then we'll run it past them first. Yeah, do it that way. Do a pre-record. Do a pre-record. It'll be fine. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Back in the section.
Chevy 1-1, request takeoff. 711, I on the clear for takeoff.
Yeah. There's a Jaguar. Now, is that a Jaguar or a Tornado? It's like a Jaguar for me.
Look at that.
Afterburner comes on a little bit quick, but hey, you can't have everything, can you? Yeah, you need a seriously good PC to run this kind of stuff, folks. Cool. Oh no. Well, switch yourself to go. Yeah. Oh, it is a tornado. Right, there we go.
Chevy 1-1, request takeoff. Chevy 1-1, are you on the clear for takeoff?
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, folks. Watch this. Look at 'em up in the sky, man. Look at 'em up in the sky. Sorry.
Chevy 1-1, request takeoff. Chevy 1-1, you are clear for takeoff with me. I'm bringing it on down. USA 271087.
Oh. Sorry. Sorry, mate. You there? Oh, have I cut you off? Sorry, man. Sorry. Here we go. Watch this. Look at that. It's about 50 feet off the deck. Here we go. Hold side. Got some. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Even got the glazing right around the shield. Just look, see how it's... So I'm guessing he's finding or locating. Here we go. Yeah. There's your Victor, Victor. Right up ahead. Okay, closing in. Look at that, man. Perfect. Shove off. Blacked out? Black out on G there. Oh, here we go. What's that?
isn't it? Wow. That is crazy. That's insane, man. I want to go. I really do want to go.
Honda 1-1, Chevy 1-1,
Yeah, good question. Has he got any add-ons?
Chevy 1-1, Marco 1-1, Rossi 2 pre-contact at 24,000 at 350.
There he is. There's his meter. That is nuts, isn't it? It's a few thousand feet below him, I think. Look at the clouds. The clouds. Look at the clouds. There it is. There's his meter. Gas station in the sky. Is that selecting the refueler? Was that selecting the refueler, or because this is a male-female connector rather than the basket type? You're bleeding mad, you are. Sorry. It's a combat simulator, Bulldog saying. Yes, sure is. Bulldog, you've got to have a dog fight with your cows. Look at the vortex off the wing. Straddle tanker. So closing 354 feet. Is that? What is that? Engine temperature. Degrees centigrade.
Ready for contact.
That's the head-up display that you're seeing there in the middle there, folks. Wow, look at this. Need to get this right, didn't you? Nice. Wow. Up from Lake. No, it's not Lake Nick, obviously. It's out in Nellis, isn't it? Nellis. That's right next to Vegas, I think. Nellis Air Force Base, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Yeah. I've been there when I was out there because when there was a motocross track right next to it. Okay, so there is. I don't think there's any visual screen that you get to see. It's a shame they don't show it from the tanker, isn't it? The geezer lying down. People loving this, man. Let's go do some action. Get some action. Afghanistan or something like that. I don't know. I did refueling not easy, Christopher Fisher saying. Wow. Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 graphics are better apparently. Yeah, they will be, yeah. Yeah, by the way folks, you're not seeing the true graphics because you're watching this through yeah. Dominic, this is a Bulldog 617. He's not doing it live, but that's something that we're planning to do. Fuel weight increasing there, yeah, look, 22,000 pounds will it be, or something like that? It's not exactly 4 gallons of 4-star, is it? £5 worth of 4-star, please, mate. A couple of quid's worth of 4-star, please. Geezer with a hand pump. There you go. You've got to hold it steady. And they're on the turn as well. They're not exactly straight and level, are they? Look, they're on the turn there as well. So, oh, okay. Lights at the bottom of the tanker, telling him if he's too high or too low. Can't see them. We can't see it here, unfortunately. Yeah, the vortex off the wings. How much rake that fueling probe's got, man. So not only does it extend, but it also angles downwards. That is crazy. And the different extensions, I guess the different colours are for different aircraft perhaps, or to confirm that it's fully extended maybe. Wow. Look at that. That's going on all the time right now, folks, while we're lying in our beds. Look at that, man. No. Got the reflection of it. Head for home. Wow. Called Brew. Called Interceptor on the Commodore Amiga. Yeah, man, we're back in those days, man. You know, we're talking a long time ago, but still good stuff, man. Torque, basically amazing. Flipping it! Frying the bleeding life out of me. James, I'm never going to be able to get the necessary sound for this, but I'd love to fly a Hawker Tempest on it, yeah. I'd love to do the Lancaster bomber. I think Microsoft Sim's got the Lancaster.
Chaff, Blair.
Chaff. That's what the first ever use of that was little silver strips that they used to play. Throws off the opposition, or missiles that are going for it. It basically makes another target, so it fools the missiles. Air to airs, that is. That KC-135 is an RAF Milton base of 100 Milton base. Okay. Wow, he's obviously seen the reg on it and all that. It was a sonic boom, Paul Grau. Foil confetti. There we are. Paul MK, very true. Well, it was foil strips. Is the real, but sent down like confetti, basically dropped out of the lanks to fool the radar. And all that. Shane Smith live stream round Bulldogs gaff then. I'm going to go through the valleys. Hey, we've got to do the loop, haven't we? Got to do the Mac loop on this, haven't we? Yeah. Oh, let's see. Let's see it from the outside, coming up to the valley. Look at that. Tricky old approach, isn't it? Wow, look at the wing flex, man! Gee, this one's... You'll find Typhoon exercise only 44 minutes long, yeah? Uploads, Eurofighter Typhoon exercises. 44 minutes 11 seconds. What's going on there? Yeah. Okay. If that's any good, we play it out, can't we? Oh, Keith Cornell, the KC-135 had 100th ARW on the tail. Keith, thank you very much indeed. Wow. So, obviously, let's see, they're stationed at Nellis at that point in time, or they're just using that reg. But she is from. That's one of the. You say Mildenhall. No, Paul, I didn't realise there was that much flex in that wing. Wow, Peter Medley. We used chaff to foil. Exocet fired on us during Falklands, of course. It hit the Atlantic conveyor instead. Wow. They used chaff, yeah. Blew it up in the air, I guess. Oh, Bulldog's going to do a combat video next. Make it as long as you like, mate. Because we'll just sit here and watch it. Vegas Speedway, possibly. Vegas Speedway, maybe. Because I know it's not that far away from it. Because they've got the James, I know several pilots who fly radio controls. It's in their blood. Wow.
No reverses on these, folks. Just brakes and speed brakes, which are at the back, either side of the tail. They open up like petals. Oh wow, look at that big long, oh wow, that was a big long aero brake. Wow, how cool was that? Can't you replay that, Bulldog man? Can we see a replay of your landing? That's why we need to do it live, Jenny. Can we see a replay of that? He's dabbing the brakes, look, he's dabbing the brakes. See the light move, yeah. No, I know, but what I'm saying is like, no, he can rewind it if we were live, you know. There we go, like that. Taxi to shutdown, taxi to shutdown. Yeah, look at this. Right up to the gate. That is crazy. The way it just illuminates everything. No? Oh, okay. So that's interesting. And the other one's staying on. And the other one's staying on. Right. Here we go. Shut down. Oh my God. You can almost smell the fresh air as he opened that. Oh, that was insane, man. That was insane. Oh man, how cool was that, folks? Julie, are you back on the other camera or not? Yeah. Okay, so can I do a little bit of a... How was that? Right. Yeah, wow. Bulldog, mate, you've got to do more of those, man. Let's get as many scenarios as we can possibly think. Send in your ideas, folks, to ratemysim@bigjet.tv. So whatever, you don't have to send in your sim videos there if you don't want to, but send in your recommendations or your questions and scenarios that you can throw out at our simmers to see whether we can reenact those amazing moments. Right, let's play this then. We might as well play this. just for everybody, as we're on the subject. Stand by. Okay. Okay. RAF Coningsby. Eurofighter Typhoons, folks.
So a very warm welcome to members here on Jet TV, Facebook and YouTube. Hope you're all doing well. Settling for a day of action, I would say, based on that lineup over there. Fighter jets here from RAF Coningsby, folks. Steeped in history around here, it has to be said. This right here, 617 Squadron, Scampton, just up the road. Metheringham, which I've just driven through. That's the BBMF hangar where they house the Lancaster bomber. Most definitely worth a visit. We're basically looking at operations starting around about 9:30 this morning.
So Coningsby is one of 2 UK-based quick reaction alert stations. This is home of the Typhoon Force headquarters and 2 frontline Eurofighter Typhoon FGR-4 units. Operating here are 2 variants of the Typhoon, the twin-seater, not for combat use, but for training purposes, and the single-seater is the all-up multi-role fighter. The squadron we're seeing operating today is number 41 Operational Evaluation Unit. So the leader will take the aircraft out to a designated exercise area, which could be any number of geographical locations, including the Mac Loop in Wales. Thank you very much. Just give you some capabilities here of the Typhoon FGR-4. Engines are the EJ2000, a low bypass turbofan, climb rate of 255 metres per second, top speed 1,550 miles per hour, service ceiling height of 65,000 feet. Armaments include a 27mm cannon with 150 rounds, total of 8 underwing and 5 under fuselage pylon stations, holding in excess of 9,000 kilos. On average, it takes a trainee around 18 months to graduate as a fully fledged fighter pilot. This is a daily routine, sometimes daylight operations like today, alternating with nighttime operations.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you. 44 minutes this is, by the way, folks. We've got about 40 minutes, about 35 minutes left on it. So it's an edit from a live show that we did there. So if you've got somewhere to be. Here we go. Here we go. Looks like a bleeding dinosaur with those canard wings. Those are at the front there, folks. They're called canard wings. You're always wondering. They do move. Blustery old day.
being detached. See the head-up display there?
Yeah, look at that. Here we go. There it is. APU starter exhaust stain that you're seeing over the wing there, folks.
Looks 5 jet.
Looks so mean.
What a design.
What's happening? It's alright. Oh, does it? Well, I've got auto on there, yeah, not manual. Don't want manual on it. If you have manual on it, it'll ruin it. Yeah, it's only very momentarily, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, we transitioned, yeah. As well, and okay. Yeah. So you get a morning session, and then they break for lunch, and then you get an afternoon session if you're ever up at Coningsby, ladies and gents. Great place to visit. Can't wait to get back there and bring some of this to you guys live again. Yeah, this is all popping focus, Jill. It's all popping focus. I'm not liking it. If I stick it on manual, yeah, just leave it on manual. Okay, leave it on that, and then that's it. let's just see. I'm not going to stand here and watch it. No, because it'll be so brief, won't it? Yeah. These are the guys coming over from the other side. Is it 3 Squadron or something like that? It was such a long time ago. Yeah. Somewhere over there, the QRA are based as well. Quick reaction alert. What a job, man. What a job. Fly the Eurofighter Typhoon for the RAF. Right, that's it. You win. Yeah. Someone overflying me at that point as well. We'll have to do target practice with Bulldog, won't we? You know, like with the range, using the range. Donna Nook or something like that. That's what we want, is Donna Nook. Probably see me on the Sanger. Hey, up there, lad. Shot on it, with the contrast as they pass the tree. Ugly looking plane with its gear down in the air, but very mean looking on the ground. Looks like a hawk with its gear down. I mean, at that angle it looks pretty decent. Look at this. Yeah. That was me. See the little bump to the right of the canopy is where the refuelling probe exits, or is stowed, should I say. Because of all the noise, you're blending the noises. Nice. Love that shot. Love that shot with the windy trees bending like that. Windy trees bending. Just the trees bending in the wind, mate. Yeah. It's a special windy tree, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, touching it home. Sorry, that was me. We had that one using chute once, didn't we? And discarded it. Oh, that was... yeah, we had one here, and we had a chute deployment at Lakenheath as well. Shoot. Oh, yes, we did, because he stopped on the runway, didn't he? He stopped on the runway, and it was and operations were stopped for quite a bit of time.
Run
Do you remember that?
Is a procedure used by high-performance aircraft to join an airfield traffic pattern without requiring the aircraft to spend a long time flying at low speed.
Someone mentioned the Buccaneer, yeah, I remember the Buccaneer. Used to fly with the back I have to reset it. You want me to reset it? Oh, now. Had a little red light flashing on there. You know, the little hazard light right down at the bottom. There's a row of lights, and the lower one is the red hazard light. somewhere in it. And all that jazz. Sorry. If I can get this bit.
RAF Coningsby. Wow.
Panic. Power. Yeah. Nothing like being caught out. Is it Monday night? Is it Monday today, yeah? Focus, Juliet. Everything all right? Focus, yeah.
And all that
that's it. I think that's the end of display line as he ends his way back up to either another air show or off to back up to Coningsby. Just be there in a couple of minutes. Very British. Very British. Well done, well done, well done. Absolutely splendid. In America, be like, woo, yeah, yeah, woo. Which is much better.
Does he come out of Coningsby? Is he out of Coningsby?
Okay, there we go. Okay, GP, go back.
Back in time. Put me on to other camera light. Okay. Come out of that. Come out of that. Come out of that. Come out of that. Put that over there. Have you got? Are you on? Have we got a thingamajig? Have we got a pip or? Yeah. Okay, just to show them where we're at with these, with a couple of bits and bobs, just before we go. We have pip, yeah, pip pop. We have pip pop. So just to show you quickly, folks, what I'm planning to do, as I mentioned about the wings and the different moving surfaces of the wings, basically flaps, speed brakes, flapper on, aileron, and the leading edge slats. I've masked all the centre section off because that's going to stay as it is there, and then we're going to paint all this lot off a slightly different shade of colour just to give it that that texture as we've talked about. This is now done, just to give you a little idea of the inside of this, because we really must go because it's quite late, but just to show you what I'm talking about with the inside of these engine cowls, you know, the fan casing, just to give it that sort of like, that's a bit better there. So you do that with that one as well, take a bit of the newness out of it. You can be quite aggressive with these if you want to. No, you can be quite aggressive. Just be careful when you're dealing with plastic, obviously, so you don't want to break anything. But now you start to see, okay, we do have a little bit of orange still on that leading edge in there, so we'll have to get rid of that with a bit of paint. But other than that, we're kind of like getting to that stage now where you can see the inside is now looking very old and tatty, as it would do at a junkyard or whatever. But that's coming along. We'll just carry on working on it as and when it comes along, folks. Do you want to switch cameras, Gilly, so that I'm on the main one? Is that possible? Or Oh, the model's in the pit. Oh, okay, sorry, I thought it was the other way around. That's fine. It's all good. No, it's fine. No. But yeah, we're all done there, and we'll be back tomorrow, folks, with some more stuff. If you want to see more military stuff, we'll put up some Coningsby. That was an edit of one of the 4-hour Coningsby that we did. Which one did you download, Gilly, today? The first Coningsby that we did, wasn't it? Oh, okay. Well, I'll do that then. Okay, right. Yeah, the first Coningsby from last Coningsby from last June, I think it was. We'll see you back here for tomorrow, folks. Thanks for your patience today, by the way. And we'll put the two pieces together. I think we can do that, can we not, Gilly? Can we morph the two shows together today as one show or not? Or is that not possible? It's just going to be part 1 and part 2. Oh, okay. Just before I go, folks, a little tip, if you want a little tip. Any tape that you use, to save you having to find the end of it, just fold the end of the last bit that you've used, just fold it over like that. And then you can always find it, because it won't stick down. See?
It's quite handy, isn't it? Just a little tip. You can have that for nothing. Well, we'll see you back here tomorrow, folks. Look forward to seeing you. Have a great evening or have a great day, wherever you are. Thank you very much for your support. And also, again, still working tirelessly, the NHS, looking after all of us. So thank you to all of those hard-working souls, and also the doctors, the nurses, the scientists. Thank you. We really appreciate all the hard work that you guys are putting in. Let's face it, they have to work 24/7 literally to keep up with the new strains that keep happening around the world. And just one very quick thing that I saw yesterday, I'm pretty sure that Emirates are working together, working to distribute the vaccines throughout the through the third world economies, places where logistics and transport are at a very low indeed, and don't have they don't have the logistical capabilities as places like us, for example. So Emirates doing the leader of the United Arab Emirates. I'll read it out tomorrow, but it's a great job that they're doing out there, helping to distribute the vaccine all over the world, whilst we sort of like take care of, I think, you know, we're going to have a lot of excess vaccine at some point in time, and that will then go out to the global community. But you know, as it is for now, we need just everyone needs it, really. Everybody needs it. If you get offered it, take it. But anyway, that's it, folks. Look after yourselves. Have a great evening. We'll do some. I've got a bit of stuff here from ARD as well. We'll get on with this tomorrow, and well, yeah, we'll just be here tomorrow for you. Take it easy, and thank you once again for your wonderful support, and thanks to Jilly as well. It's just going battery low on me, Jilly, so I'm going to have to cut you there. Okay, folks. We'll see you in a little bit. Take care. See you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow around about midday-ish, 1:30-ish sort of thing. Take it easy. Bye. Okay.